And we are live, so welcome to Pokemon TCG Center live stream. On today's live stream, I will try to play two tournaments, standard tournament only with Lost March, but for now there's nobody playing tournament, so I'm just gonna go with a couple games for warm-up. So far I'm using this deck on the new account where I'm just boosting the points. I have probably around maybe 100 victories with this deck, something like that. Probably about 10% of losses. It's a very consistent deck list and it works pretty well, to be honest, so kind of happy how it works. And this is a mirror match. Mirror matches are the worst possible things that can happen with when you play Lost March. If you go second, you can basically win, but only if you start with the Natu and if you have double Course Energy and two Pokemon in your disco pile, or maybe one, depend with which Pokemon your opponent starts. But overall, it's definitely possible to win. In a mirror match, you just need to go second, take the first knockout, and then be able to exchange price for price from turn to turn, and that's pretty much the key to success. If you start first and if you can't take the knockout, then you're just in a very bad position anyways. I'm still waiting for that second fill blower. I don't have fill blower, which I need. And I really need it because I really want to play two copies of fill blower just in case if I play against Giratina, so I can remove those nasty item cards that can just deal some damage to my 40 HP Pokemons. Oh, Tapu Lele. He plays Tapu Lele. Actually, when your opponent in Lost March plays Tapu Lele, this might be a good advantage for you. It's not worth the tackle there. I'm just gonna go with one Great Ball, which will be for something like Marshadow, but as it is right now, I'm not gonna play it. Just gonna pretend like I don't have anything, but I actually have, and it's quite obvious since I didn't play Marshadow that I have something hidden in my hands. Next turn I can put two Jumplifts and I can apply pressure with either way Natu or with my Skiplum. The question still is, will my opponent decide to go with the Tapu Lele play? If he decides to do it, then I can actually take sooner or later two prize cards, which is a pretty good thing to know. Nope, he decided rather not to do it, so there we go with the Cynthia play. If my opponent misses Skiplum, then he's also gonna miss knockout this turn, so he have energy, which probably means that he wants to retreat and take the knockout because he have two Pokemons. Ooh, this is a very expensive throwout. Double Course and Grass Energy, and he also played Tapu Lele. Why in the world would you play Tapu Lele if you already played your supporter card? That makes no sense. And there's just Tapu Lele for Lily. And he just decided to concede. Alright, looks like my trade is done. Oh, I managed to get another fill blower. Perfect. I just traded some junky common and uncommon cards for one good card that I can actually use. Collection. Not a collection, but a deck manager actually. All right. It's all about waiting. It's all about patient. I have like 8 more left at least. I can play 2 tournaments in a row, which is a good thing. And I'm hoping for the first place so I can get 6 random booster packs. Really want to get 6 booster packs because they're actually tradable. And that makes a lot to me because when I can get tradable booster packs, I can actually get some cards. Since I have like 1,000 tokens, theoretically I can also buy some packs. And the good thing that right now in the shop you can also buy things like, as you can see right here, Lost Thunder, Celestial Storm, Forbidden Light, Ultra Prism. So we're waiting 5 more people or players for that tournament. Crimson Invasion, Burning Shadow, Guardians Rising, Sun and Moon. This is a very good thing because if you created recently an account and you really want to start, this can help you a lot. Even better if you're an old school player like I am, and if you have like 30,000 or 25,000 coins available to spend, and you don't know what to do with them because like maybe half a year ago or a year ago you was not able to purchase those old sets and it was very hard to obtain those packs, but right now you can actually do it. If you want to play Legacy, you can easily buy like 30 packs of each and get some Legacy cards, which is a good thing. If you want to play Expanded, you can also purchase specific booster packs that you actually need in order to play, you know, Expanded format. The best packs that you can actually open in Expanded format are nothing less but Roaring Skies packs, because in Roaring Skies booster packs you can get Shaymin EX. Rayquaza is also good, Skyfield is good. Not sure if you can purchase also Plasma Freeze as well, so you can get Executes and Plasma Freeze. Secret Rare Executes, for example, unfortunately they're not going to be tradable anyways, but still good cards for play. Dark Explorers for Darkrai EX if you're going to play some sort of Darkness decks, you know, in the future. Boundaries Cross if you're chasing Keldeo EX, you know, but probably you can trade 1 booster pack for Keldeo EX anyway, so it's not a big deal. Just if you're hunting for full art, then it's highly recommended to go with Boundaries Cross booster packs. Then moving on to some Plasma Blast cards. I really don't remember what you can get. Actually, in Plasma Blast, this is Secret Rare Execute. In Plasma Freeze, it's just a regular Execute with uncommon stamp. So you're probably most likely with 36 packs to get probably at least 2 copies of Execute, maybe even play set of them, which is a good thing to start. Next Destiny is Mewtwo EX, the best card. Emerging Noble Victories for that full art end. This Emerging Power set is not worth to be open, in my opinion. So don't ever spend your coins on it, as well as on the Black and White. Call of Legends, the best card you can probably get. Smeargle with Portrait, the best looking card from those sets that are actually available right now. Highest Triumph, not sure what's inside. Good. Some legend cards and stuff like that, you know. Heart Gold Silver is not bad to go with it because you can get those beautiful, nice looking grass, fire, water energies with Pokemon stamp in the background like Celebi, Lugia, and stuff like that. Yeah, in X and Y you can get Trevenant, which is a good card. Not sure what's the rate for Trevenant in TCGO. X and Y Flash Fire, pretty much nothing good. Furious Fist, good to go if he's chasing those Seismitoad EX cards. Phantom Force is good because you can find some VS Seeker cards. They're actually uncommon, so not hard to obtain. What else is hidden in the Phantom Force? I really don't remember good cards. Yeah, AZ, you can get AZ, which is a good card. Manectric, I mean, obviously there's Aegislash, Mega Gengar, and stuff like that, but I'm just... Rarity odds, what is this? Oh, okay. Preview possible cards. Oh, I didn't know you can do that. So yeah, right there is a full preview of the set. You can get Bronzong, of course, Crobat, pretty much as Greninja GX these days with Surprise Bite. Kind of like this card. You can also get the Alga. This was a good card when the EXs was in a format. Oh, one more player and we are ready to go with a tournament. Florges, obviously, nothing special about it. Gengar was a decent Dark Corridor attacker with Bursting Balloons, Robust Substitutes, and with Trevenant back then. I remember those days with Burbank City Gym. What's also good in this set? Oh yeah, Night March. Yeah, I also forget about Night March cards. Joltik. Oh, there we go. We're starting the first tournament game. And looks like I'm gonna play against some sort of Fire Fairy deck. So I'm starting first. Really want to let loose my opponent at the turn 1 if it's possible, but look at this opening hand. It is just not good. It is just not good. I might even lose at my turn 1. That would be so bad and so lame. I hope that's not gonna happen. Okay, it's not gonna happen at least for like turn or so because I'm playing against Gramble. But if I don't top deck something, game will be over, that's for sure. I just can't remember, I just can't understand that this is happening to me while I'm playing those tournament events. There's a bodybuilding dumbbells for the Snubble on the bench. I know that he have Gramble as well, so if he can find somehow switch and maybe Ultra Ball play, then he can simply win the game at the turn 2. But yeah, there's already switch coming out. And if I don't top deck something, at least I can Guzma play. So this might be a Ultra Ball for Macargo. And it's not, it's for Rangru. Oh my goodness. He dunked me with his Snubble at the turn 1. I can't remember. I'm just speechless, mind blown. How unlucky you can be. This is just insane. I'm just speechless right now because, yeah, I mean, it happens sometimes, you know. I played so many games to obtain those tournament tickets, and then I lose at my turn 1. It's just, I don't know what to say about it. Anyways, I was talking about cards that you should buy. So yeah, breakthrough. Yeah, if you're looking specifically for the standard format, unfortunately you're not going to be able to purchase packs that contains Zoroark GX. Sorry for that, you're not going to get that, unfortunately. But in my opinion, you should definitely go with Lost Thunder and Celestial Storm. These two sets are the best. Alright, tournament number 2. Hopefully this time I'm gonna have much more luck than in the game number 1 and the tournament number 1. That was just so quick. I mean, Snubble, when Snubble knocks your Natu on turn 1, you know that something is not good. Okay, this looks much better. Much better. I think I might be playing against some sort of Buzzwole Garbodor deck. Or I might be completely wrong. And it looks like I'm not wrong, so... I'm going really hard here. I mean, I'm looking for 3 Hoppips turn 1. There's no doubt about it. I just want to go as much as I can aggressive here. And the best thing is that I can even let loose my opponent down to 4, which is not the smartest thing in the world to do, but it can be good if I can just, you know, knock somehow Supporter from his hand and still control the top deck with Trumbic, which is the case at this moment. Ultra Ball is the top deck, so it was not the best let loose in the world, but still, if I can force him to put GX in play, that can be something, right? There's a Rangru, and there's another Buzzwole. And there's a Lily for 6, so he can still have space to play Ultra Ball if he wants. Energy is there. Sledgehammer can go for 30. And that's a good thing because it's just out of the range for the knockout against my Natu. I see B-strings, so that possibly means that he also plays Buzzwole GX. And there's the Ansys, so he can go for 50 with it. And he can also take first prize card in the game as well. That considered me a little bit. Okay, another Trumbic. Lily top deck, perfect. 1 support less. And to be or not to be, Cynthia. Only 1 Guzma, so 2 copies of Guzmas are actually prized. Will it be enough for the knockout? Nope. Nope. Looks like I'm short for like 10. Or did I miscalculate something out? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I'm short for like 10. That's just insane. At least Buzzwole can't knock with a single shot my Jumpluff, so that's something, but yeah, it won't happen, so that's at least something. I can, I guess, retreat and knock him out with my fresh, fully HP Jumpluff next turn, which I will do for sure. There's the Acrobike number 2. How many item cards do I have in my discard pile? Not too many, 4 of them, but still enough for the knockout with Trubbish. Actually, with not with the Trubbish, but with Garbodor. It's really risky to put my Natu in play, I really understand that, but I just want to get rid of 1 card from my hand anyways. And I don't know if he plays Kukui or not, so gonna go with this Lost March for now, so that's like 140. We are both with the 5 prize cards right now. Yeah, he have Garbodor top deck. The question is only if he can get that energy for the knockout. Yes, he can. I can knock Garbodor out with my Jumpluff, so that's okay. question is, can I get another Jumpluff somehow in play? Nazball for another Trubbish. Alright. I'm a little bit worried about this B-string. And my biggest concern is also the fact that my opponent took the first knockout in the game. Just the Shrine of Punishment. Do anyone want to play this Ultra Ball? I don't need to play it, but somehow I want to play it. And I don't want to play it. The only reason why I kept my Jumpluff was I was not 100% sure if I have one in my deck, so worst possible scenario, you know, you can always evolve manually. There's a Guzma, so it will be probably for the DNC. Oh, actually it won't be. Maybe it will be. And right now this boss will sledgehammering me for the knockout. So something tells me that maybe Guzma won't be that bad actually, but he have Garbodor to respond anyways. There's like 10 Pokemons in my Lost Zone, and that's enough damage for the one-hit knockout anyways. There we go, he's down to 3 prize cards, and I need to respond with the quick knockout, which I will have for sure with my Naru. If I took the knockout against this Garbodor on the bench, then next turn he can't knock my Jumpluff out. But he can't knock my Naru anyways. So for me the best thing is just to play my Professor's Elm and to thin this deck a little bit. And there's a Let Loose Marshadow. What about energies? Only 2 of them. What about Naru? Only 1 in discard pile and 1 in the active position. Oh, 2 rainbow energies discarded. That's interesting. A lot of energies are actually in his discard pile. And good thing is, once I manage to knock this Garbodor out, Buzzwole won't be able to sledgehammer my Jumpluff for the one-hit knockout. Actually, it will be with the help of the B-string. So we can call it Buzzwole on the steroids. Or on the juice. He drinks some juice, he became much stronger. The question still remains, what should I do next? I'm really low on my resources and my opponent is very consistent with the knockouts and looks like I'm gonna probably lose one more game in a row, ending this tournament again before it even starts. I do have Skiplum, I do have Netball, and I do have enough energies left to stay in the game. I let loose him down to 4, so I'm gonna just Lost March without wasting a single resource from my hand. I'm taking the knockout back, you know, that's quite obvious, but as long as my opponent can't this turn knocks my Jumpluff out, that's obvious, but can he set another Garbodor in play? That's much more important for him right now, because he really wants to attack with the Garbodor next turn to end the game. Otherwise, I'm gonna probably win the game. So it's a 50-50 game. It's a 50-50 game right there. So he had Cynthia in his hand available. If he can attach energy, then probably the game is over. If not, next turn he might need energy, Garbodor, and maybe even more of that. Swing around. More than enough for the knockout. And right now I actually need 2 cards. I need... the worst possible just happened. Why I needed to top deck this. And right now I can't put my Nadu on the bench, because if I do that, I might just lose the game. I need Grass Energy. And again I pulled that Jumpluff. And I didn't put my Nadu on the bench. Okay, never mind. I can still evolve, because I have enough Night Marches in my discard pile. I just realized that right now, but I don't have Pokemon for next turn to respond. But I don't even need him. The question is just, can he get somehow Garbodor in play? It took me a little bit to realize that I have enough Lost Marches in my discard pile that I can just manually evolve. He promoted Trubbish, he needs Garbodor, and he needs energy, and the game is over. And yeah. Looks like he might have it. There's another Trubbish. The worst possible thing that can happen. He can maybe swing with the Guzma. Or he can just top deck Ultra Ball for the game. If not, I'm in the second round of this tournament. Yeah, there's a Guzma play. Luckily I have this double Course Energy remaining in my hand. That was a very close game. I don't like this Diancie. I'm gonna knock him out. 400. Just like that. Alright, so finally managed to go in the second round. And there's another tournament ticket. Who knows? I might be even able to play another one after this one. I just need 2 more tournament tickets. Game immediately started, and it looks like I'm gonna play against another Buzzwole Garbodor deck. So we might face another similar deck here. Oof, okay, it's not that bad. Could be even worse. Theoretically, I can play a lot of cards turn 1 from my hand. And I don't know why I didn't put my Ranger on the bench, because I might be struck by the... I should have let loose. I was just too fast and I clicked done before I even think about it. Oh, he started with a Ditto. So I can knock him out, maybe, somehow, potentially. Mysterious Treasure. Psychic Energy discarded. Will it be Malamar deck or Giratina type of the deck? It's really hard to play against those type of the decks with the Lost March. Spell tags are just way too strong. There's the Ultra Ball. So we might see Let Loose Marshadow turn 1. No, just another Inkay. Probably he have Lily available in hand. I can see that. I can smell that. Lily for 7. As experienced player, I can tell you, when opponent hit Ultra Ball and he don't search top Lily or something like, oh, Chimchao. Is it? Chimchao? Yeah, Bell of Silence is a very powerful attack against my Lost Marchers, but at least I have Naru. And I can just throw 2 Trumpics and I'm ready to one-hit knock this thing easily. So we might be in a position to do that at the turn 1. So I wish he can put maybe some spell tags in place so I can field blower them turn 1. But that didn't happen, unfortunately. What did happen is a Great Ball top deck, which will be for 1 Hoppip. And then 1 more Net Ball for another Hoppip. Maybe a better idea would be that Trumbic, because if I pull another Trumbic double Course Energy, I could knock this Ditto out. But something tells me that that's just not gonna happen. Oh, top deck Lily, nice. And we actually have here interesting things coming up. To be 100% positive that I can have my, we don't need Choice Band, Ultra Ball. I guess I can throw another Ultra Ball in this Grass Energy for something like a Marshadow. I really need this Let Loose, but before I put my Let Loose in play, I'm just gonna try to search another Hoppip, put it in play, and then use my Instruct, and then play my Marshadow. So I'm just trying to get the double Course Energy card in place so I can take first prize card in the game, which is very important in this case. But unfortunately that didn't happen, so the only thing I can do is just pass my turn. Alright, it was close, but unfortunately not enough. Close, but still miles away, you know. And there we go, it's gonna happen. Bell of Silence. But luckily I have 2 Pokemon in my lost zone, so I can just Lost March this Chimchao anyways. Yeah, he can buy 1 turn, that's for sure, but not gonna be super dramatic anyways. There we go, 2 energies for his Deoxys. It might be better if he just decided to take the first knockout in this game with the Deoxys. If I was my opponent, I would rather go with that, because you need to do that. You definitely need to do that, especially if you don't have supporter to top deck. Right now he don't have supporter card available, which is a big thing for me, you know. Okay, and knowing that I can't play my Pokemons from my hand means that I'm gonna throw both Skiploom and Jumpluff from my hand into my discard pile, and I will just grab 1 Trumbic. Trumbic can be played, so you really want to thin your deck as much as you can, you know, in this type of situations, and control the top deck that your opponent can get. So unfortunately he can't get nothing good as a top deck, so we're just gonna go with Instruct. And there's a Grass Energy, so I still have 4 more cards to draw, and unfortunately I couldn't get what I was hoping for. So this will be a Guzma and Grass Energy Lost Blender play for Ultra Ball, and he got me there actually. He got me there, he's gonna get first prize card in the game, and this is just definitely not good. This is just definitely not good, because right now I missed the opportunity to get double Course Energy in play. It is so unlucky, you know. It is just so unlucky. I played so many cards. I couldn't get it. He had Mystery Treasure. He's going to play this Let Loose. Yeah, the things are good for him right now because he's taking the first prize card in the game, and I'm just miles away from taking the game right there. It's just impossible for me right now to come back, especially if he just Bell of Silence with 1 more turn, which he would probably do. And without Naru Guzma play, unfortunately I cannot do too much. So some sort of Ultra Ball play needs to be a top deck. Unfortunately it's just Professor Zelm Lecture, so I guess I can take that as well. And that's just it. I can pass my turn, you know. Yeah, right now is a perfect time for him to retreat and to take another prize card. It's just something that he needs to do. If he don't decide to do it, I will probably just knock this Garbodor on the bench. He also have Giratina in a discard pile. And he decided to go with another Bell of Silence, which will give me some time to pull this Guzma against this Yeah, let it be Garbodor. It's pretty much the same. Which Pokemon will be? It won't change things dramatically. Especially if he Bell of Silence me once again. But I think he's not that dumb. Actually, he is. Actually, he is that dumb. So he wants to Bell of Silence me one more time. So if you do that, who knows? Maybe I can then still win the game because he's just constantly trying to Bell of Silence me, which is not that smart and good in my opinion. Maybe if he wants to set another Giratina or maybe 2 Giratinas in play. Let's see what he will get with Mr. Treasure. Nothing. Just another Bell of Silence. Okay, luckily I can knock him out right now. So for me, things looking good there. Let's just go with the knockout. And I'm actually right now in a position to win this game because I have one prize ahead of my opponent. I'm just speechless. I don't know why in the world he just decided to do some sort of like some type of the plays like this. It makes zero sense to me. Maybe if he wants to just, you know, go with another, yeah, this can explain a lot of things. So he really just wants to go with another Rescue Stretcher play. Okay, and right now that changed things dramatically. So the only Pokemon that can absorb so many pressure will be my Rangru. And again, not gonna need Hoppip. So he can go for 120. Okay, I'm not sure in how many Natus I have left since I'm only playing one copy of... If he wants the Bell of Silence, he can do that, but it's just gonna take a while until he manages to knock my Oranguru out. So sooner or later he will just need to do something instead of just Bell of Silence me. Yeah, we might see the knockout there with the... No, retreat. Okay, actually interesting. Another Bell of Silence just for the 10. Okay, no problem, you can do that. Whatever. Yeah, for this specific games, I'm gonna definitely need one copy of... How many Guzmas did he... He played 2 Guzmas. It's a very... Ooh, this is not good. This is not looking good, actually. Both Rescue Stretcher and Third Natus are prized, so there are not too many things that I can do at this moment. Instead of just trying to power up my Oranguru and hit somehow this Chimcho with Oranguru, or I can also try to get somehow Guzma in play and maybe Guzma his Melamar. It will all depend on how many Guzmas my opponent plays. So this might also be a good thing. It's obvious that I'm gonna retreat on my Oranguru because he's the only one that can absorb that kind of punishment. He have only 11 cards left, so maybe I can win by just decking him out. Even that can be a win play here. It all depends on the next move. So he already wasted 2 Rescue Stretchers. Maybe he just wants to knock my Oranguru out right now. If he do that, then he's just giving me opportunity to set my Jumpluff in play. So yeah, that's gonna be the case. He's moving down to 3 prize cards. All right. And immediately I decided to put my Hoppip with 30 HP in the front. Let it be Guzma top deck. Come on, Trumpik. You can do that. Nope, just the Inkay. Time for the let loose. He had way too many cards in his hand. And this is not looking good, especially if I don't get grass energy for the knockout. I think that I don't even have enough resources available for that. 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I have. I just need energy card. But if I miss it, game is over for me. Looks like it is. Okay, I still have Ultra Ball, but I don't know if I have one more Mars Shadow left. Yes, I do have. So I guess I don't have another option than roll for another Mars Shadow in this case. Very painful Guzma discard. Yeah, I'd rather discard Guzma than just... Come on, give me that energy card. I really need it. There it is. There's the energy card. I can put another Skiploom as well, but I only have 6 cards left. That's not good. I'm very tiny on my resources, so the best thing for me right now would be Rescue Stretcher play. Come on, give me the Rescue Stretcher. Yes, there it is. Alright, so we are back in the game. Back in action, my friend. So he don't have chance to retreat without adding 1 energy or maybe another escape board. He have another escape board. That's a good thing for him. There's Distortion Door Giratina as well, so we might see 130 damage knockout from the Giratina. Alright, next turn I'm putting... one Jumpluff, one Natu back into my deck, and actually, no, I can't do that. 3, 4, 5, 6, Giratina is 130. Damn it. I can still... No, I can't knock it out because it does not have weakness on the Psychics. I need Cynthia as a top deck. Wow. That works. Whew. Two DCEs and... I can live with another Jumpluff as well. No, I don't need another Jumpluff. Why in the world would I do that? I can take another Natu instead. I'm drawing a lot of cards, 6 from 9, so there's a high chance that I will take both cards that I need, and I managed to get both of them, so... I don't need to put my Natu on the bench yet. But I will do it. So there we go with the knockout, 160. We're both equal with the price cards right now. I couldn't get Field Blower. I think that I already discarded both of them. Yes. He don't have attacker. The only attacker for my opponent right now is the Oranguru, which can go for 80. And once I knock him out, he won't have another attacker available. Which means that I can potentially win this game at my next turn or lose it. One thing is for sure... Oh, he played Cynthia, so... He's probably gonna win this game. He's probably gonna win this game. Who would thought that the Oranguru would win the game at the end? Personally, I wouldn't. I think that I played only 3 energies. I still have 1. No, I don't. Ha! Okay, that means only one thing. It's time for another Natu to become in play, and the last card in my deck is a Double Course Energy card. And if he let lose me at the next turn, I can also lose by that play as well. Or actually I can't, because I'm taking 1 price card and I will have 5 cards. So 4 to draw and 1 to top deck. But he probably have attacker to do it anyways. He can even attack with the Melamar and win the game. So yeah, it was a very tough game. That Bell of Silence actually... That Bell of Silence just... it did so much. It did so much to me. The game was lost in the turn 1. At the turn 1 when I was not able to knock this Chimchao out. It was still looking good, but at the turn number 2 I couldn't even knock it out, so... I did my best. I actually did my best. I even teched 2 field blowers just in case if I'm gonna play against... Oh, 1 tournament ticket, there we go. So how many tournament tickets? I have 7 of them, so I'm short for like 1. What about rewards? Trainer tokens and booster packs. 3rd or 4th place, random standard boosters, and trainer tokens. So unfortunately I'm going to be placed on, from 3rd to 4th place, so I'm not going to get another tournament token, which means that I'm gonna need to go to my versus ladder and try to win a tournament token somehow, so I can, you know, play another tournament. So close, but still far enough, but still miles away from winning that first tournament on this new account. Damn it. And that's the problem when you're limited on the cards, you know. But it was a very good game. It was a very, very good game. So this is Blacephalon. Playing against Blacephalon with the Lost March is 70-30, you know, in Lost March favor. So far, I didn't lose a single game playing Lost March versus Blacephalon. I would lie if I said that I did, but I didn't. The biggest problem for Blacephalon is the fact that it's 2 price card, and sooner or later you're forced to... Wow, look at my hand. As it is right now, I'm just gonna throw 1 copy of Cynthia and 1 copy of Double Course Energy into my discard pile for something like Hoppip. Because I can't retreat anyways at my turn 1, I just want to play Cynthia and have 2 Hoppips available. Maybe even 3 of them. Maybe even 4 of them, so I can start to taking price cards even at a turn 2. What about Ultra Space? 3-4 lineup, okay. So next turn I'm putting Skiplum in the active. I hope, if he won't knock me out. He have good chance to knock me out by just retreating and taking the knockout with Blacephalon. The truth is that he can do that. Actually, he cannot do that. I completely forget that he can't attach it to 2 energies at 1 turn, so... If he can somehow discard energy in a discard pile, then he can use Charge Up, and even Charge Up to the active Pokemon. Then he can pay retreat cost and attach energy from hand manually, so... On that way, there's a good chance that he can retreat and take the first prize card in the game. But then I can probably respond by heavy damage with my... Oh, he can even play Guzma and knocks my Hoppip on the bench as well. Alright, there we go. A Mind Blow for the first prize card in the game. Grass Energy top deck would be the best possible thing to happen, but it won't. That moment when you realize that you have Choice Band available in your hand as well as a Loss Blender, who cares? Let's play. Let's gamble. All right, it was a good gamble. Great Ball. Not good. I was hoping to pull that Marshadow, but I couldn't get it. Right now I will. So I already played Instruct. I'm chasing that supporter card. There it is. Professor's Elm Lecture. I guess I couldn't ask for better supporter in this case. I'm just wondering where's my Hoppips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 130. It's not actually that bad. At least next turn I can knock this Blacephalon out, so probably I'm gonna equal the game. So need only one more tournament ticket, and then I can go with another tournament. Oh, what a nice top deck. Another Grass Energy. So I'm just throwing all of my Nest balls into my discard pile. I don't need them. I want to instruct for 3 and get strong position there with maybe supporter draw, or maybe just with 2 Skiplums, for example. Nothing I can do with them. But at least Lost March will allow me to take 2 prize cards. So we're both equal right now. Professor's Elm and another Trumbeak. Wow, that's amazing. That's so bad. Yeah, right now he can turn point, and with the turn point my opponent can easily knock me out. So the only card that he needs is Beast Ring. Literally, and 1 energy card from his hand, so not sure if he have both cards available. And there we go with the Cynthia. So, what he can get with the Cynthia? Can he find that Beast Ring? If not, then the probably game is over for my opponent, because actually it's not, because I still can't knock him out with a single shot. I only have 120 damage available, so there's the Ultra Ball. We might see some sort of Ultra Ball play for some fire energy cards. And at least maybe he can power up 2 charge-ups and play 1 copy of Energy Switch. It wouldn't surprise me, actually. I saw some players playing multi-switch in Blacephalon deck, so yeah, he couldn't get that. He couldn't get that Beast Ring. That was the only reason why he decided to concede. Oh, actually, if you're wondering what's on the ladder, first star, as you can see right there, you're gonna get Ho GX. Nothing super cool. 1 Lost Thunder booster pack. On 2 stars, you're gonna get 2 more Lost Thunder booster packs and another Ho GX. So you're gonna get 3 packs, 2 Ho GX. And then if you complete the ladder, you're gonna get 8 more booster packs, so 11 in total, and Kiavi full art. Actually, not that bad. Alright, I'm trying to get 1 more tournament ticket, so I can play 1 more tournament. Oh my goodness, Marshadow. I guess I couldn't ask for worst start than the Marshadow, literally. Is this a Buzzwole Ninetales? Or maybe Ninetales Lycanroc? Or whatever it is? Guess I'm gonna find out. Oh, Buzzwole. Okay. Yeah, that should be an easy game. Every single time when I say that for something that it's gonna be easy game, it's the first nightmare for me, literally. Alright, Professor Kukui top deck. What do we have here? Great Ball. Oh, I'm taking another Hoppip in play. Well played. 3 Hoppips on bench already, and 1 copy of Cynthia to be played. The obvious situation here is that I can't knock my opponent Buzzwole by any means at my turn 1. The only thing that I can do probably is just to toss this Marshadow on the play, and maybe to get better position for next turn. Something like this. So we have double Course Energy attachment. Good thing is the Marshadow is minus 20 resistance on defining Pokemons. That's pure madness, because right now Buzzwole can just hit for 10 with the Jet Punch. It can actually spread 3 damage to one of my Hoppips on the bench, but probably he's just gonna go as expected on the Oranguru, because Hoppips can just evolve anyways, so it makes no sense. Very hard for Buzzwole and for Lycanroc. It's very tough matchup, this Lost March deck. Come on, give me one more tournament ticket. I need it so badly. Okay, so the tournament just ends, and I managed to get 2 Burning Shadow packs. Okay, I guess I can get Tapu Lele inside of it. Never Shade was a winner. He played against me. Well, congratulations to you, my mate. You did a good job. And it was a very good game. When I'm starting second, I always like to start with Natu, just because if I hit some Pokemons in my lost zone, and if I get double Course Energy, there's a good chance that I can pull the knockout turn 1 against something, which is always good. But in this case, I start with a Hoppip. Alright, so still waiting for that setup. Sometimes it can be frustrating waiting your opponent. There's some players that intentionally doing that just to force you to concede the game. I don't know what's so funny about that, but it's just some sort of abusing the system, you know, by doing that. Anyways, what a mess with this opening hand. So I guess I'm just gonna throw this Choice Band and another copy of Ultra Ball from my hand in order to get this Natu, so I can attach double Course Energy on it, and then I'm gonna let loose my opponent. And still I hope I can pull that Lily for 8. That would be amazing play. Unfortunately I couldn't get it, but still I have a Wrangler Instruct for 1 and Cynthia in addition to that. So I'm on the good way to go. And the top deck was a Guzma. Alright, let's go with the Cynthia. And 2 more Hoppips. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. Next turn I can have 3 Jump Off in play because I have Professor Zam Lecture, so I'm taking that all night long. And 2 Trumpings in my discard pile, meaning that I can start to one-hitting knock on my opponent Pokemons just like that. Can he even top deck something or put something on the bench, or he don't even want to play anyways? I just don't know. I just don't know what's going on. One thing is for sure, next turn I'm taking the knockout easily with my Natu. Who knows, maybe even with the Jump if I can top deck on Grass Energy. And this might be some type of the, oh yeah, so he just decided to concede. Oh yeah, and there's the Grass Energy as well, so I managed to pull that as well. Which means only one thing, I can only search my deck for 1 Jump Off. I didn't even need to do that because I already have 2 Trumpics in my discard pile, but at least he decided to let me to take the knockout. And that's the week 3. Yeah, the hand was a good one. So it is a GG. What about tournament ticket? I need 1 more tournament ticket. Is it even possible to get tournament ticket these days, or it's just impossible to get tournament ticket? I don't know if it's possible to get tournament ticket. I don't know. I just need 1 more tournament ticket so I can play 1 more tournament and then end this live stream, because I'm trying to do that, but it's just impossible. I just win 3 more games in a row, but I couldn't get this tournament ticket. It's so frustrating. Okay, that's the type of the hand I like to start with, but with the Drow supporter in addition to it, it would be a perfect one. Is this Rayquaza GX? Yeah, another deck that has no chance against Lost March is Rayquaza GX. It is just impossible for Rayquaza GX to beat Lost March. I have no clue how in the world is this possible to happen. It is just impossible, you know, especially for the pure Rayquaza, Shuckle, and Zeraora deck. I just don't know what needs to happen to Lost March player, that he needs to break hard. He needs to break very, very hard. Ooh! Guzma and Lily discarded. But it doesn't matter too much, because if I can set up properly turn 1, turn 2 game is already over. So there's the energy switch. Alright, so this looks promising for him. Lily for 8, turn 1, 2 energies on Rayquaza, meaning that turn 2 he can already start to doing some damage with Dragon Break. And there's a Wishful Button as well. And another Wishful Button as well. Luckily I'm playing 2 copies of Field Blower, so they can both be blown away. Consistency is the most important thing with any deck. But if you have consistency with 1 prize attacking deck versus 2 prize attacking decks, then you're just good to go, you know. It's just highly impossible that you're gonna lose the game anyways. Mountain Pass. I actually realize right now that I shouldn't do that, because I have Guzma available, which I'm not gonna play anyways. I'm taking a big risk there. Oh, it was a very nice risk. It was a very nice risk. It was a big risk, but it was a very nice risk. It definitely. It was definitely a good risk. Maybe if I decided to discard Skiplum would be even better. but even this is okay. Okay, so managed somehow to take that Lily. I have 2 Skiplums available for 2 copies of Jumpluff for the next turn. There's also Guzma and Choice Band available, but if I don't get some sort of the another draw supporter play, or maybe some type of the Ultra Ball play for another Marshadow, this might be bad for a couple turns. Most important thing for my opponent right now is that he can just take one price card with this Rayquaza, at least for now. Power up some energies to Nega Nandles. He also wants to use turn point sooner or later in this game. It is just the question how much Guzmas I can play and how much time I can snipe his bench. That's the most important thing. There's another Wishful button and another Lily. And his hand and deck is also very consistent there, so... Mr. Treasure for another Naganandel. Yeah, if you want to play Rayquaza, you should try to play Rayquaza with Naganandel because it's a very badass deck. Really it is. And there we go, 3 charge-ups, that's 180 damage. What else do you need? Nothing. It's enough for the one-hit knock against another Rayquaza, for example. Perfect example how to play Rayquaza. There's so many combos that you can do with the Naganandel. I'm just wondering why this card is so cheap. And the answer to that question is mainly because there's also Rayquaza, there's also Naganandel printed as League Promo, as well as the Jumpluff. They just realized that those cards are very expensive, and they probably decided to reprint them in the League Promo with the League Promo stamp. So, do I want to play my Guzma? If I don't want to lose another prize card, I can try to do that. Don't even ask for this misclick. Don't even ask for it. It should be Jumpluff in the active position, not the Nadu, but misclick. It happens sometimes. 6 Pokemons in the Law Zone, 1 Guzma, and 1 Guzma in my discard pile. And there's the Lightning Energy featuring Mystery Treasure. So if my opponent don't have Guzma available in the hand or another draw supporter, at least for a couple turns, but there's a Cynthia, at least this turn I'm not going to lose a prize card, which is something, right? And still he needs 2 more energies in order to attack. There's the Lightning Energy and the Energy Switch, so we might see Grass Energy play and maybe even a Tempest GX play, or just, who knows, maybe another Energy Switch play. Who knows how many Energy Switch plays he have. Just give me the top deck. I need some sort of the top deck. Thanks a lot for this. Cynthia was a top deck. Searching for double Course Energy play. There it is. In addition to that, I also need 1 more Pokemon in the Law Zone. 20, 2, 4, 6. That's 120, 7, that's 1. Oh, that's not enough. That's actually not enough. So I need 1 more. I need 1 more. Ultra Space. 1 Trumpic left. Oof. Impossible in my opinion. Yeah, as expected. As expected. Short for 10. I mean, okay, who cares? He can knocks me out, he can retreat. The best thing is to retreat to Naganandel and to take the knockout with the Naganandel. It's obvious you want to trade 1 prize for 2 prize cards, but still in that close catch-up, I'm gonna be in a tiny advantage just because I can sooner or later catch him with the Guzman and draw 2 prize instead of the 1. He was gonna catch all 6 prize cards first. I think I'm in a slight advantage. Even I'm trailing 2 prize cards ahead of my opponent. What about energies? That was just a single. Okay, I have 3 more left. I have 6 more energy cards left, so that's okay. We are fine. DC is a top deck. All right. Well, since that's the case, and since I already have double course energy in my hand, I guess I'm gonna throw that to my Natu, and then I will just retreat. The good thing is that I can use advantage of my stadium, of my opponent's stadium, and see what type of the cards I have left. So there's one more Guzma left, which is a good thing. Good thing to know. And he's saving all 3 energies in this case because he have this wishful button as well. Since I have Guzma left, I'm gonna catch advantage with the Guzma. Once I manage to knock all 3 Nega handles, then he's forced to put Rayquaza in the active. And the good thing is that I also have 2 Nazballs. So with 2 copies of Nazball, I can just search 2 times in a row. Energy for the Jumpluff for the knockout, Turning Point for the knockout. This time those 3 energy cards won't be preserved. And I'm even wondering, is it worth to maybe go for my Cynthia play? I think it is. Because I need another Natu and Field Blower as well. Ooh, Guzma was a top deck. Maybe even discarding this Ultra Space wouldn't be a bad thing. I realize that right now. Okay. Okay, so the only Pokemon that can potentially attack right now is also this Naganandel, but he needs 1 energy from his hand. The question remains how many energies? Only 3 in a discard pile. Yeah, there's a good chance that he can pull another one. And he have 1. Okay. And even worse, there's a Rescue Stretcher which will be recycled for both Naganandels and Poipole. Yeah, with 2 Guzmas, I will win this game for sure, but with only 1 Guzma, it really depends. It really depends. It really all depends right now. I need to remove this Ultra Space from play, that's for sure. So that's the thing that I need to do next, right? This needs to be my focus. And I also need to get another Jumpluff line in play. But that's not gonna happen. Ooh, this is looking pretty bad right now. Give me that Mars Shadow, actually. I need to move that Ultra Space from play somehow. And then again, I still didn't play Supporter card, right? So I can play my Cynthia if I want. I'm just trying to get this Field Blower in play. It's so important for me to get that Field Blower in play so I can blow this Ultra Space. Finally, there it is. All right. The only card I was looking for was that Field Blower. Because if he miss another Naganandel this turn, and if I knock this Naganandel out, he can still win the game with the Rayquaza, so I lost this game. Doesn't matter too much. He still needs energy for manually attaching, otherwise he can still lose this game. But if he's smart enough and if he don't have energy, he had another Ultra Space, he can just retreat and knock me out with the Rayquaza and go down to 1 prize. Then obviously I can knock him back, and that's it. Yeah. The game is over, unfortunately, and he had Energy Switch. Okay, so first time I managed to lose against Rayquaza, and only because he had Naganandel as a support attacker, and due to the fact that I had 2 Guzmas discarded. Mainly because of that. Let's see, can we get another Pokemon right there? Yes, we can. And we can finish this game in a big fashion style. Lily is the last card, it cannot be played, but at least I can Lost March for 240. What a game. Okay, probably I'm not gonna get that tournament ticket anyways anymore on today's live stream. Did my best, really did my best. Yeah, he also wants to knock me out with Rayquaza. So in this Dragon Break, almost three copies of Jumpluff can be knocked out by just a single Dragon Break attack, which is a pure madness. What about the deck list? What about the deck list? Oh, I get one Dragon chest. I get one chest, so who knows what's inside of it. Tournament completed. Yeah, this is still the deck list that I used in today's live stream video. Just because I don't have all cards available on this account, I somehow managed to build this and play with it. And I'm actually happy by the performance. The only problem for me is that the game won't let me know how many actually games I played with this deck for real and how many wins I managed to get. It says that I only played 21 overall, 21 games and only 15 wins, but I'm like 100% positive that I played at least 100 games and probably I win like 85% of them, something like that, you know. Yeah, it's a very, very good deck in my experience. Biggest problem for the deck is Melamar with the spell tag, but there are 2 different options how to play against that deck. The first one is obvious to tech some field blowers, which I prefer much more, and the other one is to tech this stadium card. The name of this the stadium is a Lysander Lab. It says that Pokemon Tool cards in play, both your and your opponents, have no effect. Okay, there's 2 different scenarios. If there's a good chance that a Melamar deck won't play a copy of Field Blower and not a single Stadium card. And then actually having 1 copy of Lysander Lab available in your Lost March deck can significantly improve your chance to be in a position to have 50-50 matchup against Giratina, Melamar, and friends, just by having this Lysander Lab. Because if you knock something that has if you knock something out that has that annoying oh, I'm so tired that I can't even think about it. That tool that puts 4 damage counters back to you, but it needs to be attention to Psychic Pokemon. You're knocking something out, and then your opponent is just putting 4 damage counters, for example, on your Natu, and then you're just losing price cards. So it's really bad, you know. It's really, really, really bad. So yeah, that's the biggest problem. Spell tag. Yeah, it is a spell tag. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time as well. Stay tuned for more videos. Have a nice day, and we'll see you next time.